Hello, this is a game played on Foxy and it's quite aggressive. Black won on time, but he was actually pretty dead. The dragon on the left side is dead, the bottom stones, and this tiny group in the middle. Also the group in the center, if white plays again, at least one Atari at any level is going to die. Then the top group is in trouble if white managed to surround first at 017. So lots of dragons flying here and there, and in the end, black was lucky to win on time. So let's check from the beginning. Fancy move by white in the opening, and black immediately jumps in to take the territory. So here white plays schema to go for outside thickness, that's very good. And Hane. Now with this Hane, usually the variations involve some ladders, and the ladder can be broken by Q16. So yeah, black plays this move. Black could also cut right away. Therefore, if white wants to play a variation that has nothing to do with ladders, white can simply no-b. Now black can choose to push along in order to fix a base on the bottom, or attach in the lower left corner, and the reason is the same. He simply wants to settle his group and make a base. So white will get ahead a couple of times. Then after white set up this wall, white can attack right away in the top left corner, and then if we play the basic Joseki, the extension serves as an extension for the wall as well. So D10, it's a move to combine two Josekis. Now if black plays the attach on the second line, again white simply goes for outside thickness. And this is another basic pattern. Black takes the corner territory, white goes for influence, and again will attack the top left corner. Now when white plays the Hane, black decides to push here, which is fine. Atari it's an option, no bit's another option, but the block it's fine too. So even if black has the ladder when black cuts, well, usually here, when this variation is played, black might play a hanging connection to catch the bottom stones, but white can play many forcing moves, so this sacrifice is not bad for white, especially that white is going to force black into the B2 bomber infamous shape, this formation, then attaching the corner and Hane. So like this, white discards the 3 stones, but black really work hard for them to capture right away, and actually white can take back 2 stones in the corner. So later on, when white plays this Atari, black is not going to connect. So the formation will be something like this. Therefore, it's not too bad. Now, if black wants to resist with a block at B2, white has the Tesuji at D2. And if black connects, white will connect cut, then squeeze, Atari and Atari. And this can be a problem for black. Either like this, or just block on the side, and then we have a semi 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so 1, push from the outside. Oh, this is a semi that actually black can win. So yeah, white has to play the Hane in the corner, then block like this. And now it can become a ko. So throw in Atari here and take away a liberty. It's either ko or seki. So white can block and then go in the corner, and now it's a seki. But white can start the ko right away. Then when white connects, black plays Atari, white captures the ko. There is no ko threat at this stage of the game, so white will simply remove. Therefore, it's too risky for black to play like this, the block in the corner. That's why black simply plays e2. Okay, now back to the variation where black tries to capture the 2 white stones by taking away a liberty. Now, white will play Atari to expand the liberties, then cut, and then extend. Now here, when black goes out with the 2 stones, white will just capture the bottom stones and the corner is in danger too. So black needs to cover to take away liberty. And in this case, white will Atari, but the ladder doesn't work because it's going to be broken by Q16. So white can only squeeze. Then black will connect under, play one Atari from the outside. The second Atari is not necessarily center, so white is not going to play it. White is happy with the wall and again attack the top left corner. So this sacrifice is an option and the sequence is pretty much forced. Now another variation that can happen, and it's actually probably better for both black and white, without playing the cut Atari here, black can just honey on the second line. Then white will protect against the double Atari and black simply extends out. White will play in the corner, then hit the vital point threatening double Atari, pull back because this prepares the cut at c2. Black can connect c2, but black can also descend in the corner to make more ice space. And now white either extends from the wall again or attacks the top left corner in order to set up the extension both as a Joseki in the top left and to serve as a wall extension. So white decided to Atari like this, but good to remember in the future to block d5 and go for a more fierce fight in the corner. So Atari, black connects, white connects, black goes out. Now this leads to some sort of trade. Normally white is supposed to extend k3 or k4, then black will go for the left side, c7 or c6, so it doesn't allow this c5 escape. So it's a switch. White goes for the bottom but discards the stone on the left side. Now white can also jump on the left at c7, so this way it's not going to give black the profit in the corner immediately. If black plays the wedge, white can sacrifice a stone like this and connect on the outside, or white can resist with Atari and Kosumi. So black group is still somewhat on the run. Oops. So this is a fighting style follow-up. Atari, tuck, 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 and white plays away. This is possible too. But right now, the bottom is not completely settled. I mean, f4 group in general needs an extension, k3 or k4. And also the stone on the left side, this c5, it's pretty good to play a one space jump because it's a flexible move. And black's corner needs to do something. Go into the center, no-b, wedge, something locally. So it wasn't yet the time to play a tenuki. That's a strange block. Usually here, when white plays the high kakari, black either attaches under, and then we have this kind of joseki, or of course the hanging connection and extend further. Then black will play on the left side, something like this to secure the corner and cover that stone. But playing here, this is the kind of move you play against a low approach. So white is happy to block. Black keeps the corner like this, but actually black should play a one space jump, then white extends, and now black can also take away the extension on the bottom here to make the three stones feel heavy. So this way white has a pretty nice shape, very flexible. Usually it's good enough to play c13, but okay, white wants to expand faster. It's fine too. Black got this spot, it's very proper. And now white was supposed to extend on the bottom at k3. If black comes inside, white can pincer, and it puts a lot of pressure. High or low, it doesn't matter. Also, if white plays the high extension, when black comes inside, then low pincer. So white's flow is very good on the bottom side. Well, Shimari kindly invites a middle side extension or pincer. That's a bit strange. Black should still play something like k4, because now the 3 stones, well actually 4 stones, but I'm looking more at these 3. The e2 doesn't matter so much. This is a heavy formation, so white needs to play a one space jump to fix a base, then black can take the extension for a base. So like that, white ends up over concentrate. That's why black should come inside around k4. So when black invades like this, white can extend It serves as a pincer and black has to run out. This feels good for white. White pincer very close to n3 and far away from f3. But playing k3 is good distance from f3. It's like finishing a joseki and still puts a lot of pressure on n3. Because black normally wants to extend k3 for a base. So if white plays away, black doesn't want to play a 1-space jump, black wants to play a 2-space jump. Therefore, for white, k3 is the right move. Now black played the Kosumi and white blocks. Here white can jump again, l5. This will prevent the invasion around j3, and if black turns, white will bump, so black is still on the run. And white builds the right side and the bottom while attacking. White blocks and black jumps in. Now white comes out, that's good. This seems a bit desperate, so black's moves are very random in this area. Should just jump out. No need to touch your opponent's stones in general, especially in the early stage of the game. Can be dangerous. Tuck, 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 tuck. What about push here, cut, and then extend to the left, try to catch the 2 stones on the bottom. If black plays Atari from the outside, white takes this stone. Now black needs to protect somehow, because there's a cutting point here. White can still escape here, but white being so strong, it's much easier to attack the O4 group after that. Anyway, black has to jump, white jumps. So black has got 2 weak groups inside white's sphere of influence. It should be a better fight for white. So Hane in the head of 2 stones, but it's a bit different here. Actually, it's more Hane in the head of 1 stone. So when black plays the tiger mouth, easy to go out. Yeah, white has to go Nobi here. Black would play Atari and then tiger mouth and he's out again. Therefore, O5 just became a neutral point. So now white cuts, that's a very good decision. And here white can play Atari first, black turns and then extend. And now black is committed, he needs to turn into the center, but the bottom 2 stones died. So this is very painful for black. Anyway, it's the same thing here. If black doesn't come out, white will catch those stones in a net or ladder. So if black plays away, Atari comes and set up a net. So black goes out, white pushes along, that's very good. Then white should Hane in the head of 3 stones here, because when black turns to the left, this is an empty triangle and a bad shape. So now white can connect with a tiger mouth, or a tiger mouth like this, or push one more time and then play Keima. Anyway, this is painful for black because black already lost 2 important stones on the bottom and he's got 2 weak groups in the middle, one on the left, one on the right. Something should die. So Nobi, and still not a Hane. Hane is generally good to switch direction and attack the groups more severe. This move gives territory on the right, but kind of pushes black out. Normally, you want to play Hane here, vital point, and then Keima cap from the other side. Because on the right side, white being so strong, when black runs into this direction, he still doesn't have space to make twice. So, and even if black would leave, let's say black makes twice somehow, but I don't see how. Anyway, let's suppose he's alive. He can play this in center. So he got the twice. One around here, one here. White has such a nice wall on the outside, and when white extends once towards the corner, it's going to be a lot of territory. So it's still good direction of play to attack from the center and push black into the crowded place. So black is almost alive now. This move is not necessary. White is afraid of push and cut, but if white plays away and black cuts like this, white has Atari on 3 stones and then capture the stone on the side. Atari and push it down. Oops. No way out for black here. Black will die faster. So this connection is not necessary, and anyway, locally would be better to go up than there's an Atari coming from Q6. but it's better to keep Sente if the position allows it. So white connects, that's good. Now black realized his stones died on the bottom side. Hane finally in the head of the group. That's an ugly shape to turn. Then separate like this, very good. Keep the pressure on this group. This is fine. Now black creates a big dragon in the middle. Actually here it works to play Hane and then connect. And this dragon in the center doesn't have ice. Yet. Instead of cutting two stones, should cut the whole group. Because like this, black can discard two stones and just run to the left side to save himself. But he tried to save everything, that was his mistake. And now, the big part of the group is still kinda surrounded. Actually here, black can play Kosumi. If white pushes, black will go down, white pushes again, black blocks, and the cut doesn't work. So black is connected to the left side. This was a way for black to save his dragon. Now it works to play Kosumi and then block. So actually, white has to cut with a Keima and go down. Then if black cuts here, Atari once and connect to the left side. But like this, white can still cut it. White can actually cut with a Hane and cut like this. So black had a few ways to escape, but eventually he got separated and now it's tough. So far no ice. And now this is not important. Black can play Atari on one stone, threatening to make two ice. And when white connects here, black will play a10. This gives him two ice. So when white plays this move, black connects, and now there's Miai between the Hane on the first line and this end. So black could actually leave, even if separated. But he left the group there for quite some time. And eventually collapsed. That's good, step ahead. Now the stones in the middle are in trouble. Lots of groups flying around. That move is not so important. Well, it keeps the eye shape, but actually white needs another move to make sure the group has only one eye on the left. So this should be alive, but black played away. Now black needs to play a10, and then he's got the two eyes. Well, he needs to save that dragon too. Now Hane kills, only one eye locally. Here actually white can Hane again and then play the vital point. But anyway, that leaves to one eye, that's good. In this case, it's better to play Atari on the first line. So when black extends, white is already separating the group, and this means white kills in center, so white can play some other big point. If black doesn't answer, let's say he plays in the top, then white captures the stone, and now this group is dying too. This is the dead L formation. All white has to do is to make sure his outside group is safe. So with this turn, white kills in Gote, but with Atari, white would kill in Sente. Black captured this guy. Yeah, actually black needs to do something here, because if black plays away, white has Atari and connect under. So again, the group is dying. It's only one eye in the corner. So actually white killed in Sente. Now switch to the middle. It's safer to play a one space jump here, to make sure the top group is not going to be in trouble. Then Nobi again. Then jump again. So push like this. Try to kill those stones. Actually it works. So when black plays this, that's a problem. Yeah, white needs to protect this against the cut. counter Suji. Now actually here, black has to play Atari this way. So when white connects, black connects. When white goes out, black plays here. When white Atari from behind, there's a snapback. So black could escape. But now, black is surrounded. Here is good timing to Atari first and then connect. Because now the group in the middle is dying big time. So white connects, black captures a stone. And black decides to connect the 4 stones, but actually black has to live in the center. Now when black connects the 4 stones, white can play Atari from here, wrong. Atari from here, black needs to capture a stone, and then falls the eye. So everything dies in the middle. But here black was lucky and won on time. Anyway, overall, it was a good game for white, especially after killing the left side. Left side could escape in several occasions, but finally he died. And then white should just make sure he's fine in the center, not to lose the keystones. And then, of course, kill some more groups, but connection was on the way. Enjoy the review.